Archangel Michael says, "What you just did shook heaven." God saw it and decided to reward you with a miracle that's already on its way. My child, my beloved. Heaven has been watching. God has been waiting. And today, because of something you did, something no one else noticed but the divine realm, you moved the hand of heaven. You may not even realize the weight of what just happened. But the truth is, the ripple you sent through the spiritual world was so strong that angels turned. Archangel Michael himself stepped forward with tears of awe in his eyes. My dear child, you just shook heaven. And the miracle you thought was far off is already racing toward you. Before you read further, listen carefully. This is not a moment to take lightly. This is not an ordinary message. This is your divine confirmation that God has seen your heart, seen your sacrifice, seen your silent prayers, and decided it's time to answer in a way that will leave you stunned. My child, my beloved. Before you go any further, I must say this clearly. God is speaking through this very moment. And I am asking you, no, begging you, to pause and take this message as sacred. Because what you're about to hear will change everything. There's a reward already moving toward you. And you must not block it with disbelief. So, pause. Open your heart. And if your soul is ready to hear the next line, make sure you stay with me until the very end. This message was sealed in the heavens, but delivered only to the chosen. You are not here by accident. And right now, I ask you, gently but urgently, subscribe to this divine message, because God has chosen this moment to pour a miracle into your life. Do not risk missing the instruction hidden between these lines. Your next blessing is attached to your next decision. Subscribe with faith, and return to read what is coming next. My child, my beloved. What you did was small in the world's eyes, but it was huge in God's eyes. You were kind when no one was watching. You were honest when you could have hidden. You forgave when you had every reason to stay bitter. You believed when it looked like all the signs were telling you to give up. That one decision, made in quiet, made in pain, was seen. And God said, that one. That soul. I'm sending an answer now. The miracle that's been delayed is no longer waiting. The miracle that was paused is now unlocked. There are angels already standing around you. They are guarding a spiritual gift that bears your name. But listen closely, because this is important. If you walk away from this message now, the confirmation you've been praying for will remain hidden. Heaven is trying to reach you one last time. And you're holding the divine pen that signs the agreement. My child, my beloved. You may have felt like giving up this past week. There were moments you didn't even want to speak. You've carried a pain that no one else can see. You've cried silently, wiped your own tears, and kept smiling so no one would worry. But God noticed. Heaven kept the record. And what you did with a pure heart echoed like thunder in the courts above. Your name was whispered by angels. And now, something is shifting. A financial release. A healing shift. A reunion you never expected. A message that will come in a strange way, but it will confirm everything you're reading now. Archangel Michael is standing beside you. He is commanding that all opposition be removed. He is declaring that every force that tried to delay your joy is now being overthrown by divine fire. And the next 3 days are not ordinary. They are sacred. My child, my beloved. In exactly 24 hours, something will happen. You'll notice a sign. It may be in the form of a message, a call, a number, or a sudden feeling of peace, but it will be God confirming this moment. And when it happens, you must not doubt it. Your miracle will not come the way you expect, but it will be exactly what you need. Archangel Michael has seen the warfare around you. He knows how long you've waited. And now, he's holding a scroll that carries your name, your date, and your promise. The only thing heaven requires now is your willingness to believe. God says, don't go looking back. Don't go searching for evidence. Don't go second-guessing what has already been written in the Spirit. What you just did was so powerful, it reversed something the enemy had planned. A cancellation has been made in hell, and a delivery has been confirmed in heaven. My child, my beloved. This is the moment to silence all noise. Don't let anyone distract you right now. You have to hear this clearly. There is a person you haven't seen in a long time who has been praying for you without telling you. Their prayer is about to collide with your breakthrough. What you're about to walk into is bigger than anything you've ever imagined, but it's delicate. If you doubt it, it may delay. If you speak too soon, it may pause. But if you honor this moment with sacred silence, divine favor will surround you in the next 72 hours. I don't say this lightly. This is the kind of moment that people wait a lifetime for. But you've already triggered it. It's already moving toward you. God is just asking for one more step from you. Stay with this message. Don't close your eyes now. Don't scroll away. Don't silence this voice. You are standing at the door of something irreversible. My child, my beloved. My child, my beloved. This is the moment to silence all noise. Don't let anyone distract you right now. You have to hear this clearly. There is a person you haven't seen in a long time who has been praying for you without telling you. Their prayer is about to collide with your breakthrough. What you're about to walk into is bigger than anything you've ever imagined, but it's delicate. If you doubt it, it may delay. If you speak too soon, it may pause. But if you honor this moment with sacred silence, divine favor will surround you in the next 72 hours. I don't say this lightly. This is the kind of moment that people wait a lifetime for. But you've already triggered it. It's already moving toward you. God is just asking for one more step from you. Stay with this message. Don't close your eyes now. Don't scroll away. Don't silence this voice. You are standing at the door of something irreversible. My child, my beloved. There's a shift in the air right now. The moment you started reading this, something started changing in the spirit realm. What was stuck began to move. What was heavy began to lift. That headache you've had, that pressure on your chest, that confusion you couldn't explain, all of it is part of a spiritual resistance that is now being broken down. You don't need to chase anything anymore. It is coming toward you. The right person. The right door. The right moment. They are all aligning. Why? Because your faith just whispered something that heaven couldn't ignore. And Michael, yes, your archangel, have been released to go before you, to war for you, and to protect what belongs to you. No enemy can stand in the path now. No delay can hold you back anymore. But I must warn you, this moment is sensitive. Speak less. Pray more. Trust with your whole heart, and walk gently. Because God is writing something that will unfold in a divine sequence, and you must be present for every step. My child, my beloved. What was meant for evil will now turn for your good. I saw the plans they made behind your back. I saw the manipulation, the gossip, the schemes. And I tell you this in truth, none of it succeeded. God turned every fiery arrow into a stepping stone. You've been walking over traps without knowing it, because angels were clearing the path ahead. That argument you avoided, that connection that broke unexpectedly, that rejection you didn't understand, it was protection. And what you thought was a loss is going to reappear as a divine gain. The person you once cried over will try to return when your light shines too bright to deny. But you won't need them anymore. The approval you begged for is now irrelevant. Because God is releasing a new circle, a divine covenant, and a moment of elevation that no one can tamper with. You are going higher, and you won't come down. My child, my beloved. You've been through tests that others would have collapsed under. You held on when no one understood. And now, finally, I bring you the message that your spirit has been waiting to hear. The battle is over. The breakthrough is confirmed. And within the next 72 hours, God will reveal one clear, visible sign that proves this message was not made up. A number, a name, a sound, you'll know it when it comes. But I must ask this again, stay in the posture of belief. Stay connected to this message until the end. The reward is already in motion. You just have to stay aligned with it. The voice of doubt will whisper. The enemy will try to shake your confidence. But you will smile this time. Because you'll know the truth, God is not punishing you, He's preparing to promote you. My child, my beloved. That unexpected kindness you showed? It counted. That prayer you whispered when you didn't think anyone was listening? It was heard. That moment when you helped someone and received nothing in return? It was recorded. Heaven operates on a divine economy where nothing good is ever lost. And I'm here to tell you, what you did quietly is now being rewarded publicly. But listen carefully, this miracle is unlike any you've seen before. It comes quietly. It comes with peace. It doesn't come with chaos or confusion. When it appears, it will feel like coming home. You won't need to chase it. It will recognize you. It will come to you. Because your name is already written on it. My child, my beloved. Don't tell everyone. This miracle is not for public opinion. It is a sacred gift from God to you, and only those with the eyes of faith will understand it. There are some who smile in your face but secretly question your light. Don't let their doubt become your delay. This is between you and heaven. Archangel Michael has been instructed to shield you from every jealous glance and every fake blessing. You are being hidden in plain sight so that you will not be touched before your appointed moment. When the door opens, it will not require you to beg, plead, or prove. It will be an invitation by grace, a yes that was already decided, a confirmation that heaven meant what it promised. Your name is on the miracle. And no one else can take it. My child, my beloved. You may be wondering why it took this long. Why so many nights passed without answers? Why so many prayers felt like they disappeared into silence? But the truth is, while you were waiting, heaven was weaving. God was aligning people, timing, geography, even weather patterns, so that when your miracle arrives, it does not arrive in pieces, but in perfection. Had it come earlier, it would not have lasted. Had it come through the wrong person, it would have harmed more than helped. But now, God has ensured that when it comes, it will settle. You won't have to fight for it. You'll just need to say thank you. You'll know it's yours because peace will flood your soul. And Michael will be there, standing beside you, whispering, "This is it, beloved. This is what shook heaven. My child, my beloved." My child, my beloved. You may be wondering why it took this long. Why so many nights passed without answers. Why so many prayers felt like they disappeared into silence. But the truth is, while you were waiting, heaven was weaving. God was aligning people, timing, geography, even weather patterns, so that when your miracle arrives, it does not arrive in pieces, but in perfection. Had it come earlier, it would not have lasted. Had it come through the wrong person, it would have harmed more than helped. But now, God has ensured that when it comes, it will settle. You won't have to fight for it. You'll just need to say thank you. You'll know it's yours because peace will flood your soul. And Michael will be there, standing beside you, whispering, "This is it, beloved. This is what shook heaven. My child, my beloved. There is something I need to tell you before the hour passes. Heaven is watching how you respond right now. Not out of judgment, but because this very moment is part of the test. You may think it's just a message. Just another moment. But in the spiritual realm, it is a doorway. A spiritual transaction is happening, even now, as you read this. You were led here by divine timing. Every word has been sealed with holy fire. Every syllable is part of God's whisper over your life. You must not take this lightly. You must not delay. And you must not walk away from this message until you've received what heaven is trying to deliver through it. Because I, Archangel Michael, have been ordered to give you this, a scroll that contains your name and a phrase that the heavens thundered just minutes ago. The reward has already left heaven. And child, it's heading your way. My child, my beloved. Do you feel that pull in your spirit? That's not anxiety. That's alignment. You've been feeling something change in the atmosphere and couldn't explain it. Your sleep has been shifting. Your emotions have been unpredictable. You've had moments of silence where words didn't feel enough. And now you know why. God has been preparing your soul to receive what has been kept from you for years. This is not just a blessing for today. It is a restoration for the seasons you lost, the years that were stolen, the tears that dried too quickly. What's coming is not compensation, it is divine reversal. God is not just giving back what was taken, He's multiplying it. But for that to manifest, you have to stay spiritually awake. You must remain in the posture of trust. Doubt will try to crawl back in. Fear will whisper. But you've already stepped beyond the veil. Keep going. The miracle is moments away. My child, my beloved. There is something sacred about your heart that God honors. Even when you've been broken. Even when you've been tired. Even when you failed. Still, you chose light. Still, you whispered prayers. Still, you offered help to others. Do you know how rare that is? In a world drowning in selfishness, your love rose like incense. And heaven noticed. That's why your name is written on a scroll I carry right now. Yes, right now. As I speak these words, your name glows with divine energy. And around it are written 3 sacred words: it is time. Time for the promise. Time for the shift. Time for the silence to break. You are not being overlooked. You are being positioned. And what you once begged for in prayer will now come to you without struggle. This is the moment your destiny takes its rightful place in your life. My child, my beloved. Something will happen tonight. A dream. A sign. A moment that seems random, but it will carry meaning. Don't ignore it. God is speaking through unusual things right now. Because what's coming to you is not normal. It is not logical. It is supernatural. And it requires a different kind of faith. You may not be able to explain it to others. You may feel alone in your belief. But you're not. I'm standing beside you. And so are legions of angels who have been assigned specifically to your name, your bloodline, your future. You were not born to blend in. You were born to shift the story. And the blessing coming now is not just for you, it is for those who will be touched through your overflow. That's why the delay was necessary. That's why the struggle had to happen. Because what you carry now is pure, refined by fire, unstoppable. My child, my beloved. Let me reveal a secret from heaven, one that was hidden until now. There is a person who was once in a position to help you but chose not to. Their silence delayed your blessing. Their fear held them back. And you were left thinking you weren't enough. But what you didn't know is that heaven rerouted the entire plan for your life. God said, "No man or woman will have the power to block what I have written." So the blessing that was supposed to come through them is now coming from another source. One that is higher. One that is safer. One that is divine. When this new opportunity presents itself, take it. Don't hesitate. Don't wonder if you deserve it. You do. You were prepared for it. You were born for it. And nothing will stop what has already been approved by the hand of God. My child, my beloved. There's a reason you've been feeling emotional without explanation. A reason your soul has been crying even in moments when you're smiling. It's because your spirit already knows something is ending, and something new is being born. You are stepping out of the season of survival and into the season of divine arrival. No more begging. No more chasing. What is yours will now come to you without resistance. Your energy will no longer be wasted on people who cannot see your worth. The wrong people will fall away, not because you pushed them, but because they can no longer access the frequency you now carry. You are vibrating at heaven's level. That's why some things have felt distant. That's why certain situations suddenly became uncomfortable. It's not punishment, it's positioning. Because the miracle that's on the way must land in a space of purity. And God is making sure you're ready. My child, my beloved. My child, my beloved. There's a reason you've been feeling emotional without explanation. A reason your soul has been crying even in moments when you're smiling. It's because your spirit already knows something is ending, and something new is being born. You are stepping out of the season of survival and into the season of divine arrival. No more begging. No more chasing. What is yours will now come to you without resistance. Your energy will no longer be wasted on people who cannot see your worth. The wrong people will fall away, not because you pushed them, but because they can no longer access the frequency you now carry. You are vibrating at heaven's level. That's why some things have felt distant. That's why certain situations suddenly became uncomfortable. It's not punishment, it's positioning. Because the miracle that's on the way must land in a space of purity. And God is making sure you're ready. My child, my beloved. There is a scroll in heaven that carries your next instruction, and it has just been opened. I was present when your name was spoken again. The voice of God was not angry. It was filled with fire, but it was love. It was mercy. It was intention. And that voice said, "Now is the time." Those 4 words broke chains. They reversed delays. They scattered enemies that were hiding in your path. The spiritual warfare you've been facing wasn't random, it was a last attempt to stop you from getting here, to this very word, this very second. But now that you're here, I want you to hear this clearly: you're already on the other side. You didn't even realize it yet. The battle has already been won, but your awareness is catching up to the victory that's already been given. There is nothing else you need to fight for. You simply need to walk forward, and every step you take from here will be met with signs, alignment, confirmation, and joy. My child, my beloved. Let me speak to that part of your heart that still wonders if you're worthy. That voice that questions whether you're too broken, too late, too far gone to receive the kind of blessing heaven talks about. I need you to let that voice fall silent now. Because God does not reward perfection. God rewards faith. And your faith, even when it's been fragile, has been fierce in heaven's eyes. You kept showing up when life was heavy. You kept trusting when logic made no sense. You carried others when you had no one to carry you. You deserve what's coming, not because of your works, but because you never let go of your belief. You kept praying when the answers didn't come. You kept loving when you had every reason to turn cold. And now, the door is opening. Not just any door, a divine door. One that no man can shut. One that was carved specifically for your name. And I promise you this: when you walk through it, you will look back and understand why every tear had purpose. My child, my beloved. The miracle is closer than you think. Right now, something is being aligned in a conversation you are not even part of. Someone is thinking of your name. Someone is looking at your photo. Someone is about to speak something about you that will send a wave of favor in your direction. God is moving behind the curtain. You won't see all the steps, but soon, the final act will appear, and it will be your moment to rise. I tell you again, the delay is over. The quiet season is over. You are no longer wandering, you are arriving. Prepare yourself emotionally. Prepare yourself spiritually. Because your environment is about to change. The room will shift. The invitation will arrive. And you will no longer be on the outside looking in. You will be in the center of God's divine release. And when it happens, it will happen suddenly. This is not a slow miracle. It is already in motion. It is already on the way. My child, my beloved. There is something sacred about your name. Heaven speaks it differently. The way your soul carries light, the way your spirit still hopes in the dark, the way your energy lifts people you don't even realize you're lifting, it is all known in heaven. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are seen, celebrated, and sealed with divine favor. Even when the world turned away, heaven stayed close. And now, the closeness of heaven is about to manifest in ways that shock you. I see paperwork being signed in your favor. I see messages coming that carry answers. I see a person returning, but with a new heart and a new voice. You may not trust it yet, but wait. Let God show you what transformation looks like. For now, your only task is to stay grounded in truth. Don't let anxiety shake you. Don't let fear pull you out. What's coming is too important to lose to panic. You are ready. The miracle is ready. And I am still standing beside you, guarding the space around your promise. My child, my beloved. If you've been feeling like something is about to happen, you're right. That feeling is not random. It is spiritual. It's your soul responding to what heaven has already released. God has been whispering to your spirit in dreams, in flashes of insight, in strange waves of calm, and it's all been leading you here. This is not just another year. This is the turning point. The axis of your life is shifting, and everything that was tangled is about to untie itself. You will wake up one morning and know that the pressure has lifted. You'll walk into a room and realize the atmosphere has changed. And when you do, you will remember this moment. You will remember that this message came not from man, but from heaven itself. And you'll say, "This was the word that carried me to the other side." My child, my beloved. My child, my beloved. If you've been feeling like something is about to happen, you're right. That feeling is not random. It is spiritual. It's your soul responding to what heaven has already released. God has been whispering to your spirit in dreams, in flashes of insight, in strange waves of calm, and it's all been leading you here. This is not just another year. This is the turning point. The axis of your life is shifting, and everything that was tangled is about to untie itself. You will wake up one morning and know that the pressure has lifted. You'll walk into a room and realize the atmosphere has changed. And when you do, you will remember this moment. You will remember that this message came not from man, but from heaven itself. And you'll say, "This was the word that carried me to the other side." My child, my beloved. There is something else I must tell you, and it cannot wait. What you're stepping into is not just a season, it's a new dimension. That's why old patterns are breaking apart. That's why people you thought were permanent are slipping away. That's why you're being asked to move differently, think differently, and trust beyond your understanding. Because this miracle that's coming to you isn't something you can earn, it's something you were born to carry. You are being repositioned. Not rejected. Not abandoned. Just quietly moved into the place where heaven can release the full measure of what has your name written on it. It's not supposed to make sense to everyone. The calling on your life is not up for debate. And this time, God is making sure you arrive without delay. You're not too late. You're right on time. And the evidence will begin to unfold in the next few days like puzzle pieces finally fitting into place. My child, my beloved. You have no idea how close you are. And I say this with urgency, don't give up now. Don't allow your mind to sabotage what your spirit already knows. Your breakthrough is not coming next year. It's not coming someday. It's already moving, already unlocked, already on the way to your doorstep. There are angels currently assigned to deliver what was once blocked. And part of that blessing is not just external, it's internal. You're about to feel lighter. Calmer. Clearer. The fog is lifting. The confusion is fading. A strange peace is going to rest on your mind, and that peace is your confirmation. Don't wait for applause. Don't wait for people to agree. This part of your journey is about sacred silence and bold obedience. Walk forward. You're not walking alone. Archangel Michael is guarding the gate. And nothing sent against you will prosper. My child, my beloved. I must remind you of something you forgot in your pain. Your prayers didn't vanish. They were stored. Every whisper. Every tear. Every silent scream. It was collected by angels and laid at the altar of the Most High. And now, that altar is responding. The wind is changing direction. You will no longer chase what is already yours. You will no longer try to earn the love you were born worthy of. Your identity is not in what you've lost. It is in what you've survived. And you have survived so much. The enemy tried to take your voice. Your clarity. Your fire. But you're still here. Still reading. Still open. That is the sign that your miracle is close. When a soul is ready, the portal opens. And yours is opening now. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. My child, my beloved. There is someone who has been sent to help you, but you must be prepared. They may not look the way you expect. They may come from a different path. But their heart will recognize you. Their spirit will match your frequency. God is sending them not just to speak life into you, but to unlock doors that have been closed. This connection is divine. It has been prepared. And when it arrives, you will know by the stillness in your soul. There will be no anxiety. No fear. Just knowing. And it will be quick. Don't resist it because of past pain. Don't measure it by old wounds. Let God show you that He can send people who truly see you. People who speak to the version of you that heaven sees, not the broken parts, but the anointed parts. You are not meant to walk alone anymore. Help is on the way. And so is healing. My child, my beloved. I know what they did hurt you. I know the betrayal almost broke you. I know the silence of people who said they loved you made you question everything. But I also know this, none of it destroyed you. And because of that, you are about to be rewarded in a way that others cannot understand. You could have become bitter, but you chose better. You could have sought revenge, but you chose release. And now heaven has authorized your vindication. You won't need to explain your side. God is about to reveal your heart through your eyes. The people who doubted you will witness your elevation. Not as a form of punishment, but as a revelation. Because when God lifts you, no one can deny it. And child, you are being lifted now. My child, my beloved. You were never the problem. You were the light in a place that could not handle your glow. And when people tried to dim you, when life tried to wear you down, you didn't stop shining. Even in your lowest moments, you had a fire that refused to die. That's why I've come today with this message. Because that fire didn't just catch heaven's attention, it activated something. A portal. A release. A shift in the supernatural. You are not who you used to be. You've crossed over into a new identity. And from this moment forward, the old limitations are falling away. Financial lack? Broken. Generational pain? Cut off. Spiritual confusion? Cleared. What you did in faith, even when you were exhausted, just moved the entire realm around you. And the blessing that's about to knock on your door is the evidence. You didn't miss your moment. You created it. My child, my beloved. My child, my beloved. You were never the problem. You were the light in a place that could not handle your glow. And when people tried to dim you, when life tried to wear you down, you didn't stop shining. Even in your lowest moments, you had a fire that refused to die. That's why I've come today with this message. Because that fire didn't just catch heaven's attention, it activated something. A portal. A release. A shift in the supernatural. You are not who you used to be. You've crossed over into a new identity. And from this moment forward, the old limitations are falling away. Financial lack? Broken. Generational pain? Cut off. Spiritual confusion? Cleared. What you did in faith, even when you were exhausted, just moved the entire realm around you. And the blessing that's about to knock on your door is the evidence. You didn't miss your moment. You created it. My child, my beloved. Let me whisper this into your soul: your next miracle will not require a fight. You've fought enough. You've prayed through tears. You've stayed awake wondering if anything would ever change. And now heaven has declared that this miracle will be given, not earned. It will arrive with ease, not anxiety. God is removing the need to chase. The weight you've carried is being lifted. There is a new grace falling on you right now, even as you breathe, even as you read. You're being washed in holy peace. That rest you've been craving is no longer a future hope, it's being planted in your present moment. Let go of the need to figure it all out. Let go of the timeline you thought was ruined. You're not behind. You're not off track. You're exactly where heaven needs you. Because the divine reward doesn't follow logic. It follows obedience. And child, you've obeyed more than you know. My child, my beloved. Someone who once dismissed you is about to hear your name again. But this time, they'll speak it with awe. Because your story is about to shift so dramatically, even those who once mocked you will fall silent. There's no revenge in this, only revelation. God is about to show the world what He hid in you. They saw the surface. They missed the anointing. They saw the struggle. They missed the strength. But now, the unveiling begins. God is tearing off the cover and revealing your light for what it truly is. This isn't about impressing people, it's about fulfilling prophecy. A word was spoken over your life before you were even born. And that word has been waiting for this exact moment to manifest. You're not forgotten. You're fulfilled. And I, Archangel Michael, have been standing guard over this moment for a very long time. My child, my beloved. Stop apologizing for being chosen. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. You are not meant to dim your light to keep peace with those who fear growth. Heaven has approved your expansion. That's why the discomfort has increased lately. It's the signal that your old environment can no longer contain what God is about to pour into you. You are overflowing now. And anything that tries to keep you small will fall away, not because you're cruel, but because elevation demands it. You will not fit where you used to settle. You will not tolerate what you once accepted. The blessing that's coming requires space, protection, and silence. Keep your circle sacred. Don't post everything. Don't announce too soon. Let the blessing grow in the dark until God says, now. And when He does, the unveiling will be undeniable. My child, my beloved. I see the question in your spirit: when will it happen? And I give you this holy answer: it already is. The shift is not coming. It's begun. And while the full picture hasn't yet appeared, the movement in the spirit is unstoppable now. Your name is already being spoken in rooms you haven't entered. Your spirit has already walked through doors your body has yet to approach. That's why things have felt so intense lately. The spiritual is ahead of the natural. Your body is catching up to your breakthrough. Don't worry if you can't see it all yet. You're not late. You're early. And that's why you're reading this now, so you don't abort the miracle by leaning into fear. Stay anchored. Stay expectant. You're going to be surprised how fast everything shifts. And when it does, don't say you weren't warned. Say thank you.